Tip number one for responsible adult use of cannabis: start low, go slow. Today's products have a lot more THC than in the past. Start with the lowest dose of THC possible. Consider products higher in CBD. Tip number two for responsible cannabis use: read the label. According to Connecticut law, one serving is 5 milligrams of THC. There can be many servings in a single edible. When was the last time you ate a third of a gummy? Tip number three for responsible cannabis use: edibles can take 1.5 to 2 hours to take full effect. Be careful not to overconsume in the meantime. Tip number four for responsible cannabis use: avoid unlicensed sellers. Products sold under the table may be contaminated or laced with other substances. Licensed cannabis retail stores have to test and certify their products. Tip number five for responsible cannabis use: avoid THC products when pregnant or breastfeeding. Cannabis crosses the placental barrier and affects the development of the fetus. It is also present in breast milk. Tip number six for responsible cannabis use: keep cannabis products away from children and pets. In 2021, there were over 4,000 calls to poison control due to marijuana overdoses in children under the age of 12. Tip number seven for responsible cannabis use: let your kids know that cannabis is dangerous in adolescence. Tell them not to use any drugs while they're growing up. Cannabis stunts brain development. Teen users could lose up to 8 IQ points. Cannabis is also more addictive for teens than for adults. There's a reason drugs are illegal for minors. Tip number eight for responsible cannabis use: stay off the roads. Cannabis affects your attention, response time, ability to follow other cars, and ability to maintain a consistent speed. The Colorado Department of Transportation recommends waiting 6 hours after smoking up to 35 milligrams of THC and 8 hours after eating up to 18 milligrams of THC. Wait even longer if you use more THC or if you combine it with alcohol.